What's up, guys? It's Gary with Fresh from the Farm Fungi. It's the middle of May, so about a month out since we did our last update on our garden project, gardening with fungi. So I just wanted to do an update, and it seems to be a lot harder to grow these mushrooms outside than I thought. So we've been experiencing some rabbits in our yard, and they seem to be eating all of my cover crop here. However, there's still a lot of healthy growth underneath. So you can see the nice healthy mycelium that is still in this wood chip and hemp covering, but I'm watering a lot more than I expected. But if I come over to our raised bed here, you can see this beautiful cover crop. This buckwheat that I planted is starting to flower, so I was hoping that I'd get a really nice cover on our bed. But these sunflowers are starting to come in really nice, and you can see the sunflowers here that I planted on the perimeter. They should be providing some shade in a couple of weeks, and then as we make our way over to where the rock roses are, you can see the gladiolas are really coming in nicely, where all of the porcini spawn was. So to say anything, it's that everywhere where I planted the mushroom mycelium, the plants are doing really nice. So if anything, it's just a really good fertilizer, and it's contributing to the growth of these plants. And you can see some more gladiolas there, and this is actually where the rabbits decided to make their little home. So we've been feeding a lot of rabbits with this buckwheat that I planted. But if we come over to my deck area here where the morels were, you can see that these plants are starting to come back now. Really enjoying that morel spawn. I did get a couple really nice looking pin sets that I can show right here. If you look closely, there's some nodules that it looked like sclerotia, and then they didn't really progress any farther than that. So I'll make my way over to this. Was the morel patch, and it really had some healthy, rigorous mycelium growth. And you can see that, you know, the grass is doing really well. All the plants are doing really well. I just didn't happen to get any fruits this year, so I'm going to be going back to the drawing board. I've got a bunch more phenotypes, and I'm planning on turning this into a hoop house type setup for next spring, because I think that just with the really direct sunlight here, they kind of just dry out. So I got some really promising pins, and then they just dried out. But you can see I've got another bed here that I just raised up that shade cloth. So I'm waiting patiently for some mushrooms. I did get some oyster mushrooms about 2 weeks ago from some of the spent blocks that I put in the garden over here. And here are some baby oyster mushrooms that are just sprouting out of some hemp. So you just bury a block, and in a few weeks you'll start to see some baby pins. And you can see this mint is just thriving off of all the spent compost. And then you can see here all the spent mushroom substrate is really helping these hops take off. And here's where that King Stropharia bed is, and you can see the rabbits just destroyed all of my cover crop. They just munch the heads off of these buckwheat, but it must be tasty. And then if I dig down a little bit, you can see right here that Stropharia mycelium is really taking in root. And it's really looking healthy, and you can see how it holds the moisture in for all these sunflowers that are starting. Guys, so that's about 1 month out. I'll do another update as soon as these sunflowers start to give shade, and then I might add some more wood chips on top just to hope for a fall or summer flush from all those King Stropharia. All right, guys, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned if you're looking forward to more gardening updates, and we'll be just updating periodically throughout the summer as we start to see some mushroom fruits. Much love.